It is Saturday the 28th of January and I didn't think I would be vlogging today. I didn't think I'd be going to see Wicked, but in a surprise cinema event I managed to get a ticket to see Wicked thanks to this lovely guy. Introduce yourself, say hello.
My name is Eddie.
Eddie has a YouTube channel as well.
I have a YouTube channel.
I will link him down below.
Thank you.
And it's thanks to Eddie that I am going to see Wicked tonight. A friend of his isn't able to come to the show tonight, so I am taking that ticket. I'm not turning it down. I thought it'd be okay with not going, but then I came to the area to see some friends and the FOMO set in and I had to. I just had to. So we're currently in prep, we've just had dinner and we are next to, can't really see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you even tell? Is that even the right way? I don't know. No, wrong window. There we go. The Hamilton Theatre. He managed to get tickets the other week. I managed to get tickets the other week. It was stressful as believe. Really excited to see Wicked. I mean, I only saw Wicked last week. Literally, last week I think. But super excited. We're now joined by Sam, who I think is a bit overtired. We're just approaching the theatre and now we're being made to queue outside.
I've already been inside and come back out, you know.
It's very quiet. That's alright.
I really want some chocolate.
What's alright?
It's very quiet.
It is.
Why
Are you going to
It
sleep?
is a bit early.
This is our car. Thank you. Hey Sam, where are you going? Where are you going? We're doing some vlog videos. Okay, let's go again. Let's go. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? And they've also got the tea cups. They had these for the 10th anniversary, and they thought they were gonna like sell out super quickly, but
So they
they haven't. A little chip tray.
I'd get them.
Yeah, I like this as well. Nice chip tray. Our vlogs are going to look the exact same and I'm not even mad about it. Hey. How's life? Yeah? You enjoy being paid to see Rachel Tucker's last shows? Are you actually able to watch later? Are you actually able to watch?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit. Yeah.
Nice. You're alright for this to go on YouTube, right? Cool. This is Charlotte. She's lovely. She's the cutest little front of house wicked ever. I've lost Sam. Where did Sam go? Are you causing havoc? Hello.
As some of you may or may not know, this evening we say goodbye to three incredible women who have not only left a handprint on my heart, but who will be greatly missed by the entire company. When you join a show like this, you become a giant family. Sometimes we see each other more than we see our loved ones at home, and so saying goodbye is incredibly difficult. To say a few words on behalf of the company, I would like to welcome to the stage Wicked's executive producer, Mr. Michael McCain.
This is always an emotional time for us. Thank you for bearing with us, for those that just wandered in tonight to see the show and wonder what the hell this is all about. When we started planning the 10th anniversary of Wicked, we had a wish list of people that would be part of this very, very special company. And every single one of those people on that list is standing on this stage. For us, I do want to just for one moment just say to all of you who have supported Wicked from the beginning, it means everything to us that you have been there for us and you've supported not just the show but all of the individuals who've been part of it, and it means everything to us, and the fact that we're still here filling this theatre now in our 11th year is a remarkable testament to all of you. So thank you. But to say the goodbyes. This is the first three people who are leaving this very, very special company, and these things never get any easier. But first and foremost, Anita Dobson. That Anita would play this role one day, and it's been an absolute pleasure, and you've been such a fantastic company member, and we couldn't be more grateful for your short but very sweet time in the show. Thank you. This next lady was part of our original London company of Wicked, and Katie Rowley-Jones. Katie holds a very, very special place in all our hearts. She did at one point leave the show. She hasn't been here for the entire 10 years, but she went off to be a nun and then came back to us. But I can only say, Katie, it's been a privilege to know you, to have you in this building, and to watch you grow and own this role. You're a very, very special person, and it is very, very hard to say goodbye to you. We have been here before. I've said goodbye to this remarkable lady before, and because I know you'd like to hear from her a lot more than you'd like to hear from me. But a young girl from Northern Ireland had a dream, and for everyone who has a dream to perform, this young lady is a remarkable testament to the fact that if you have a dream, if you have a passion, and you have bucket loads of talent, you can own the West End, you can own Broadway, and be extraordinary.
Thanks, Mitch. Thank you, guys. Yes, I have been here before, but not quite like this. As Michael said, this role is so very dear to me. The first time I stood on the stage was in a reality TV show called I'd Do Anything. I stood here being judged to see if I was good enough, to see if I could get through a competition, which was for me amazing. But this is where this dream started, and we'll put it together, John. Thank you. I know what you've got. I was saying that if you really have a dream, if you know you can do it, it's possible. Anything's possible. So thank you. I have to thank Michael and Wicked and the creative cast that made this show, because they made some magic happen when they created Wicked. It allows me as a performer to relay to you, the audience, what it means to feel like when you're discriminated against. As a vessel, as a performer, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, it allows me to tell the audience that please don't judge a book by its cover, and that we've got to love each other and cherish each moment we have together. We'll be here all night, so thank you, creative cast, crew, lighting, automation, band, James Tracy, all the band, thank you so much. But the one person I always forget to thank is the one person that supports and loves me. He's my rock, my soul. It's my husband, Gary Tannock. Thank you. We have the most incredible Rukaya taking over. And you're in good hands. hands with Elphaba with Villamine. So I wish the rest of the cast and the team an incredible run here at Wicked. Thank you so much for having us. We love you. Good night.
Programs going in and going out. Just want to say goodbye to the Rachel sign. I mean, I'm out of focus, but I just don't care because the best Elphaba we have ever had and will ever have, and I will talk more about this evening tomorrow. Hello everyone, I still sound really ill, so I apologise about that. It's actually Monday today. Yesterday I was just so exhausted after kind of the emotions and being ill, and I was just basically in bed all day feeling quite sorry for myself. Saturday, oh my goodness. So it was a bit of a whirlwind to explain. Obviously at the start of the vlog I said about how I didn't think I would be vlogging. I didn't know that I was gonna be seeing Wicked. Basically, obviously I went to see the show the week before last now, and seeing Rachel again was incredible, and I'm so glad that I got to see her from the front row one last time. And obviously the week leading up to her last show I've been really ill. Obviously there's just been a cold going around and it's really hit me. I think being in Poland didn't help. I probably caught it on the flight back, you know. In a frenzy of desperation, I put out a Twitter poll on, I think it was Friday or Thursday, I can't remember, asking if I should Daisy or not, despite being ill. I knew that it was still going to be the whole 2 tickets per person policy for day seating. It wasn't going to be like a normal cast change. And on Friday night I was still feeling so rubbish and saw that people were already queuing at like midnight and the steps looked quite full already, and I thought I'm not going to be able to get up to get a day seat ticket. I had planned to meet some friends in between the shows anyway, and as soon as I was in the Victoria area I couldn't bear the thought of not having a ticket. My Wicked fangirl inside was like, you need to be at Rachel's last show, and it's stupid. Like I was battling myself like throughout the day, like no, it's fine, I don't need to be there, and then it was like, oh my god, I need to be there. I was hoping that there were going to be people outside saying like, oh, I've got a spare, like, or on Twitter or anything, but it was nothing. Normally at cast changes, especially after people have day sat, they would normally have tickets anyway and be selling those off, but I didn't see anything like that. So very luckily, a friend of a friend, who is now just a friend, Eddie Maggs, he had a spare ticket. His friend couldn't make it, because he was also ill. So I jumped on that ticket, and I mean, my bank account kind of hates me, especially after buying Hamilton tickets recently, but it was so worth it, and I'm so glad that I was there. Okay, enough about me being a crazy fangirl. Let's get on to talking about the show. As I mentioned, I'm ill at the moment, so my ears have been really badly affected, and I felt like everything was just a bit kind of muted in a way, not completely, but it didn't, I mean, maybe it's because I was on the front row the other week as well, and everything is so loud on the front row, but I felt like they just turned the volume down a little bit. If you were there, let me know how the volume sounded to you, because yeah, my ears are just kind of ruined at the moment. It was a funny thing, like before the show as well, it didn't really feel like a cast change atmosphere. I've been to maybe 3 or 4 cast changes, I think. So I know what the cast change atmosphere feels like. Maybe it was my ears, maybe it was because only 3 people were leaving and it was majority, like the most of the audience were maybe people just coming to the theatre, not for the cast change, you know? Saying that though, as soon as the show started, you could tell it was a cast change. Everyone was very excited. Obviously Rachel got huge applause when she ran out for Dear Old Cheers, which always gets me. It's that point where I'm like, oh, she's leaving. And it was really sweet because obviously the applause just kept on going on and going on, and as soon as it starts to simmer down, then someone else will cheer again and everyone will start going off, and it's really, really nice. It's amazing, and you can tell for them that it's incredible. It's nice in that moment as well because it doesn't really, what is the term, like breaking the fourth wall or something like that. Even though obviously the rest of the audience who don't know what's going on are like, why are they clapping so much? It's not like they break character too much like the people on stage, though Rachel did do a little, which was really sweet. It was so, oh man, it was so cute. Obviously Katie Riley-Jones, who plays Nessa, she was also leaving the cast, and when she rolled on in Dear Old Cheers, a cluster of people did cheer at that point, and I know it's really nice, and it's obviously really nice for her to have that appreciation there, but I felt like that was a bit inappropriate. Like, I don't want to sound horrible about it, but that's not a point in the show where you can easily cheer and get away with it and the show can almost pause for a moment. I just felt like it was a little bit rude, especially as Rachel was midline, and it must have kind of thrown her a little bit. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, obviously Anita got a cheer when she came on, and that's more of an appropriate time to break the show, like a little bit. That's just my 2 cents on that. The Wizard and I, oh my god, it was unreal. I've seen Rachel, I mean I've lost count. I've seen Wicked too many times, but I think Rachel's my definitely most seen Elphaba, and that sentence didn't make sense. But I think I've seen her probably around 50 or so times at a guess, I think. Her Wizard and I is just, it's amazing. She did the melt riff that she's like famous for. It was incredible. But again, this is where I get hacked off with cast change audiences, because yes, she's done the melt riff. Oh my god, amazing, yes. Don't just start like screaming and cheering when she's not finished the song. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but I would really appreciate hearing like the rest of the riffs and the rest of the song, like mid-melt, literally. Like, she started the ME and then people were screaming and cheering. Please, be a respectful audience. I know you're excited, but save all that cheering and screaming until the end of the song. Thanks. Obviously there was huge applause after the song regardless, but yeah, it's just, yeah, that's how I feel. I think I'm gonna do a huge leap now to further on in the show. One Short Day. Oh man, One Short Day. I remember 2012 cast change. One Short Day really, really got me, and it's probably the point that I started crying the most. I was like such an emotional fangirl in 2012. Obviously we thought Rachel was leaving forever, so yeah, it was emotional. I've now seen her Elphaba 5 times since then, so maybe I shouldn't have been as emotional. But I didn't know back then, okay? But yeah, One Short Day, it's because it's so happy, and I think it's just a really pivotal moment in the show for the character of Elphaba, because obviously she's like, I feel like I'm somewhere where I belong, and then you're like, damn, it's all gonna go tits up in about 7 minutes. And yeah, it's just a beautiful song. I love it. Rachel's such a good Elphaba in like how she does everything. I know that's so vague, but just her portrayal of Elphaba, especially in this song, I just think is really amazing. And she's one of the Elphabas that I just kind of forget that she's an actress playing a character. It's just like, damn, you're so good. Obviously we lead straight on to Defying Gravity. It was so good. Again though, please, it's very exciting that she's flying up in the air for the last time. I'd like to hear and watch that without people screaming over it. Maybe I'm just older now, but I just really would appreciate being able to hear her last ever Defying Gravity, her last ever without people just feeling that their screams are worth more than that. Oh man, just really hacks me off. But it was amazing, and people said, people that were like further back or in the dress circle said that the screams weren't so bad over it. So I'm yeah, that's one thing, but when you're close to the front, and yeah, it's like a competition of, oh, who can scream the loudest over Rachel's Defying Gravity? I'd like to enjoy it. I sound really horrible in this video, don't I? I'm really sorry, but I've just been to enough cast changes to be fed up of this, especially when it's the last time I was ever gonna see Rachel. She says, maybe she'll come back. She probably won't. Yeah, I was a sobbing mess in 2012, but this time I think I was all right. I spoke to a lot of people after the show and we all said that we just enjoyed it a lot more. In 2012 for the cast change then, I was just a mess. I was like way too emotional and it was kind of painful. Like I cried so much it hurt. I had a massive headache after the show. And this time I was like, this is just wonderful. I think this is the last time I'm gonna like enjoy Wicked for a long time. I know it sounds horrible, but Rachel is my Elphaba. I just enjoyed it a lot more, which was really nice. Act 2 kicks off. Susie Mathers is like maybe my number 2 Glinda. She is incredible. I mean, thank goodness. Thank goodness is one of my favourite songs in the show. I just think it's wonderful and wonderful. And she just sings it so beautifully. She acts out Glinda so well. I'm going to talk about this more in another video and potentially a blog post soon, so check out my blog as well. But she's just fantastic. She absolutely has Glinda spot on, and I am so glad that she wasn't leaving this weekend because I will look forward to seeing her in the future more. I'm just going to skip ahead throughout the show because I've been talking for 12 minutes already. So let's go to Wicked Witch of the East. I love this scene because it's at this point where I'm like, damn, I hate Nessa Rose. No one hate me for that. But I just think that Nessa Rose is so ungrateful. I know she's been through a lot. Elphaba's trying so hard to do good things by her sister. And like, no matter what she does, her sister's like, I don't care, I'm not gonna say thank you or whatever. Like, you can walk again. Sorry, spoilers if you've not seen the show, but like, say thank you. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go get Bok because I love Bok and he doesn't love me. Say thank you for the use of your legs again. I'm sorry, I just get really hacked off, and I think Rachel acts it really well in like I'm done, I am out of here, and I just love that. I think this is the most animated I've ever been in a theatre review. I'm really enjoying myself. Okay, let's go to No Good Deed, because No Good Deed. Rachel Tucker, she's amazing! Rachel Tucker is gonna be so bloody missed in this show. Her No Good Deed is something else. She puts so much emotion into it and you're like feeling it. You're like, oh girl, I get that heartbreak. I'm feeling you right now. She did do something different with the Fiera, but I don't think it's the Fiera riff that I've heard before, like at Cast Change. I don't know, there's probably an audio out there so I can listen to it back. But I mean, her No Good Deed on a normal day is incredible, so. Skipping further on, For Good. Oh, jeez. I cried at this point in the show. Not so much just because of the being in that show itself and just the general emotions of For Good and Cast Change, but like my head just went back to like 2012, seeing the show for the first time, and just like all the people I've seen in this show, all the people I've met through this show, and just like all these memories kept coming back to me. And I've been seeing Wicked for 5 years now, and it's not always been like the happiest of memories. I've had 2 friends that I met through Wicked, they've passed away in the last 5 years. My mum and I, we saw Wicked for the first time and a couple of times after that, and she's passed away since then. And I think the reason I'm going on a tangent now, because it's emotional, but like the reason I connect so much with Rachel is because not only is she a fantastic performer and with an incredible voice, and I love her Elphie so much, but she won't know this. If you're watching this, Rachel, sorry, I'm about to get emotional, we're probably never gonna watch it, it's fine. My family and I, we picked to have Rachel's version of Only the Good Die Young at the end of my mum's funeral. So when I see Rachel performing in anything, but especially Wicked, there are all these memories associated with the show and this performance. We almost had For Good at the funeral, and I thought, no, actually that's gonna be far too much. Yeah, there's so much associated with her and her performance, and Rachel is the reason I fell in love with Wicked. I loved the show when I first saw it, but I think Rachel's performance was the core reason for me becoming head over heels in love with the show and seeing it as much as I have. And still, every time now, 5 years on, her performance is the one that gets me the most. She's just incredible. I'm really proud of myself for not crying whilst talking about that. Good job me. Things that got me in For Good, I mean both of them basically couldn't finish the song really properly, you know, like they hold that last bit for a bit longer. They couldn't. It was like, For Good, done. In 2012 in the cast change, sorry I keep on going back, but these are my experiences. Rachel did a little nose boop to Gina towards the end of the song, and she did that again to Susie, and I feel like a select few of us, I say a select few, like half of us in the auditorium were like thrown back to 2012 straight away, like, oh god, like that was that brought back the feels, I tell ya. And I mean, they were both crying. I mean, if you were to play Glinda and Elfie, you would be in tears at that point of the show, on like a normal day, but especially on cast change. And then, oh god, we can never come back to Oz, can we? Oh, Jesus. Oh, also, In a Song Is Your Mind, obviously, for the last time, I feel wicked. Too many cheers there. Yes, it's an amazing change of line for a last show, but it just, I'm an old person, I'm sorry. We can never come back to Oz. That's always a bit of a harrowing line in a cast change, and it was very emotional. And oh my god, Susie's acting at the end, girl, oh my god, she's like looking at the book and then clutching it back to her heart, and then I swear at the just as the lights went down, she like had to cover her face or something. She was crying so much, I think. Damn, it was emotional. It was really emotional. Anyway, wow, I've rambled on for 18 minutes. I'm gonna love editing this. Cast change bows. I was so worried that they wouldn't do speeches. I know that's really stupid because obviously 3 of the main cast members were leaving. But I was just so paranoid that they weren't going to let them speak. But obviously they did, and that was lovely, and Rachel's speech was beautiful. I thought it was quite poignant to what's going on in the world at the moment. Don't know if she intended that or not. She probably did a little bit. It was a lovely way to end the show. And yeah, I managed to see her very briefly afterwards. You saw how busy stage door was. But yeah, I managed to see her very quickly to say a little goodbye, because I don't actually have tickets for any of her concerts and they've sold out. So I'm hoping they'll announce another date, or I'll try and get a return. What I love about cast changes the most is how many people that you see there that you know. As I mentioned, it's been like 5 years since I first saw the show. I've got to know a lot of people, and it's always at cast changes that you see everyone. Everyone you know basically is at cast change. I mean, there are obviously a lot of people missing, which is very sad, and a lot of people that couldn't make it, but it was just lovely to bump into people that maybe I met 5 years ago and I haven't seen since then, you know, like since Rachel's last Elphaba. It was really nice to hang out with Sam as always, and I got to see Rebecca as well, and to like properly connect with Eddie. That was really nice. Also to see my friends like Vicky and Katie. Funny story, my friend Vicky was up in the dress circle and she tweeted me before the show saying that a couple of people near her could see Sam and I, because I went to the front row to chat with some friends, and apparently people near her were saying like, oh, that girl in the yellow jumper and the scarf, oh, I watch her and Sam's videos. So shout out to whoever you are, and please do comment if you're watching this video to say that it was you, because I found that hilarious, like so funny. I love it when it happens. It always happens at Wicked or at the theatre. And it makes me really happy. So yeah, let me know who you are in the comments, because my friend heard you talking about me, and I hope you weren't saying really mean things, because that wouldn't be nice. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up now because I've been talking for 20 minutes. Were you there? Were you at a cast change? Did you have a good time? Tell me about it in the comments. I mean, let's just have a little cry about Rachel in the comments, to be honest. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. I make lots of theatre videos. I'm gonna be making a video about some Wicked secrets, and I'm also gonna be doing a little story time video about the time I went backstage at Wicked. So there's loads of Wicked content still to come. Yeah, I hope you're doing really well, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.